Hey there. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about gravity and give you some more information to help you understand what gravity is and how important it is to the world around us. So let's start with what is gravity. Gravity is an invisible force that pulls objects toward each other. It's also what holds the planets in orbit around the sun and what keeps the moon in orbit around the Earth. It's not the same on other planets or the moon. And as we've already learned, our weight would be different depending on the planet or the moon's gravity. Throughout this unit, you are learning about gravity and why it's very important to us and how it holds our world together. Have you ever wondered why you don't float into the air when you jump? That's because the Earth's gravity is pulling you back down to the ground. Have you ever been to the ocean and heard someone say that it is low tide or high tide? A tide is a regular motion of the ocean's level. Tides are caused by the gravitational pull of the moon. Its pull on our planet attracts the water toward it. The tide is high when the ocean is closer to the moon, and the tide is low when it is further away from the moon and its force. So if you're visiting the ocean for a beach day, you could witness both a low tide and a high tide, depending on how long you stay there. The moon isn't the only factor that affects whether the ocean is at high tide or low tide, though. The Earth and the sun also have a part in it. Did you know that gravity gets weaker with distance? It's true. So the closer objects are to each other, the stronger their gravitational pull is. Mass also plays a key role in gravity because anything that has mass also has gravity. And you'll remember from our vocabulary words that mass is the measure of how much matter is in an object. And matter is a substance that may be liquid, solid, or gas that takes up physical space. So anything that has mass also has gravity. So objects with more mass have more gravity. Think about the Earth compared to you. Both have the same gravitational force, but because Earth is so much more massive than you, your force doesn't have any effect on the Earth. Pretty interesting, isn't it? Now that you've learned a little bit more about gravity, you're ready to work in the Learning Lab section of the Invisible Forces Gravity book. You'll find the Learning Lab at the end of the book, and this section has activities and also experiments that will help you explore gravity in even more depth. Why not take a look and see what else you can discover about gravity? Have fun!